Alright guys, welcome back. So today what we're going to be doing is taking a look at a new target that I just got from CTS, or Competition Target Systems. This is their 2x4X Base Pro kit, and I was just going to wait until we got this thing together and then go out to the range and shoot it and show you guys what it is and all that. But I thought it'd be fun maybe to take a look at how this thing goes together, kind of put it together on video with you guys, and take a look at each of the individual components and do it this way. So what we got in the box to start off with is we do have the 2017 retail product guide, which is just going to have all of their stuff that they have to offer. Here in this, we've got some stickers and a patch, which is always awesome. Here it looks like we've got the 4 legs that's going to make the base. We've got this here is going to be what the target mounts to, and then what goes on top of a 2x4 right here, and along with the mounting hardware. This is a 10-inch AR500 target. I think it's a 3/8 inch thick, so pretty thick target, 10-inch, very nice. And then this, I'm assuming, is going to be the bottom base that goes to the legs, and then what you stick your 2x4 in for the bottom, which is this right here. And then of course we have our mounting hardware. So that's what the kit consists of. Of course you're going to have to supply your own 2x4 for the upright. But let me grab some tools and we'll start putting this thing together. Alright, so we're going to get things started off with the base. And before we start, I just want to show you guys this. Proudly made in the USA. Love seeing that on products that I use. But you're going to have the center section that your 2x4s are going to go into, but it's also going to be what your legs bolt to, and you're going to see you're going to have holes through this, and then here are each of your 4 individual legs, again with 2 holes, and you're going to want to line everything up like this, you know, kind of self-explanatory there, but you're going to line up all the holes, and it comes with 2 bolts and 2 nuts, and then of course you're going to have these little things here, which is just for tightening the 2x4 once you have it in there to keep everything solid. But what you want to do is just line the holes up, get the bolt through both of the legs, through the center section, and then onto the other 2 legs, just like that. And then you can take your nut, put it on there, and you are going to need a 3/4 inch wrench and a 3/4 inch ratchet to tighten all this stuff down. But before we start tightening, we'll get the other one through. Just like that. Get the other nut on. Okay. Now you need to take your 3/4 inch wrench, your 3/4 inch ratchet, and you can just tighten these things down. And of course I grab a ratchet that doesn't work. And then of course once you have a ratchet that works, this goes a lot easier. But just go ahead and tighten both of these down nice and tight so it doesn't go anywhere, and the base will be complete. Okay, so now once you have the base complete, you can go ahead and stick your 2x4 down inside the base just like you see it here. And then on the back side you're going to have this little threaded insert, and that's where you're going to put this little handle. And you just screw this in there and tighten this thing down, and then that's going to keep your 2x4 nice and tight inside the base here. That way it doesn't wobble around on you. And then for whatever reason, if you're breaking the target down, or if you need to replace the 2x4, you can just unscrew this, take it out, and it comes out nice and easy. Okay, so now with the base complete, we can start working on the top bracket along with getting the plate installed. And this is the top bracket right here. As you can see, it has CTS cut out in the top, which is pretty cool. But it just slips down over the top very easily, just like that. And then you're going to have all your mounting hardware, just like we had for the bottom. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take your plate and take your bolt, put the bolt through the plate, and then on the back side of the plate, you're going to want to put your spring, and then put the bolt through the hole in the bracket, and then screw on the nut on the back side. just like that. And then to tighten this thing, you're going to want to take your 3/4 inch wrench on the back side and tighten this nut until you got threads coming out the back side of the nut and your spring starts to compress, and that's how tight you want it to be. Okay, so now we'll take our 3/4 inch wrench and we'll start tightening this nut down again until you start having threads coming out the back side of this nut and your spring starts to compress. And it's going to be a little bit tight, so you're going to have to try to hold on to the plate and wrench on this thing at the same time. Okay, so we've got threads coming out the back, the spring is compressed, so the plate is now mounted. Okay, so the last thing we have to do to button everything up is we do have threads here on the back, and you have this little turn knob here, so we're just going to screw this thing in just like this and get it really tight to where this thing doesn't move, and now we have a nice solid top bracket just like we do on the bottom. Alright guys, so there's a quick first look and assembly of my new Competition Target Systems 2x4X kit. And as you can see, with some simple hand tools and a few minutes of your time, this thing goes together very, very easily. And it all looks very well made, very sturdy. I really do like how the 2x4 is actually edgeways, so you have less chance of hitting it with bullet strikes. But next thing we're going to do is get this thing out to the range, do some shooting with it, see how it's going to hold up, and just have some fun with it. But anyhow, guys, that's all I got for you today. If you have any questions or comments about this video or anything else you see here on the channel, ask those in the comment section below, and I'll do my best to get back with you. And before you take off, make sure you check the description box below. I have links to channel sponsors and all different types of stuff, so make sure you check that out before you take off. And as always, guys, I appreciate each and every one of you guys watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.